If you're wondering what my everyday looks like, I wake up and make some coffee, and then I would have cereal for breakfast. And then when I finish eating, I drive to work. And then throughout the day, I would try my best to respond to all the comments on my last video. There were so many comments and it was hard to keep up. I guess I was just overwhelmed with all of the positivity. And when it was time to go to bed, I wasn't expecting anything else but the same thing. But then, I got this email. But it wasn't just any email, it was from Melotrix. They were making a new keyboard and I obviously said yes. So let me show you guys how I'm going to build the Zoom 65 V3. The next day, I was shopping for some switches and I wasn't sure which one I will buy. I was thinking of getting another HMX switch, but I wanted something different from my previous video. Then I remembered about the SWK switches. I was listening to some sound tests of the Neon, Mocha, and Catmints. They pretty much all sounded the same and I eventually narrowed it down to Neon or Catmints. But I wasn't sure which one will be louder. Luckily, I know some people who tried them both. Okay, I'm getting the Catmints. So I went online, then I added them to my cart. While we wait for the switches, let me show you guys what the new Zoom 65 V3 offers. The Zoom 65 V3 is Melotrix's new and improved 65% keyboard that offers a lot of customizability. The V3 will introduce a screwless, quick assembly system using catch balls to lock the top and the bottom cases in place. This will make it more efficient when modding your keyboard since you can easily take it apart. The V3 will also be using a magnetic connector. A lot of new keyboards are switching to this type of connection and I think it will eventually be standard with newer boards. As I mentioned earlier, the Zoom 65 V3 offers a lot of customizability, coming in with 16 different colors such as white, black, electrophoresis white, anodized black, milk tea, milky green, sky blue, lavender, scarlet red, blush pink, strawberry ice cream, and 5 new colors: aquamarine, Klein blue, peach fuzz, viva magenta, and cafe brown. There are a total of 6 different plates you can pick from, which are PC, alu, FR4, palm, carbon fiber, and brass. You can configure the board with 6 different modules. There's one key, knob, magnetic badge, dots, telescope, and LCD, which comes default with the board. The external weights you can choose from are pretty standard with the previous Melotrix boards. However, there are add-ons you can get, which gives you a more unique look, like the Stargazer or Space Cat. The backplate will include colors from before, as well as a new wrought aluminum backplate, which gives the back more complexity and texture. The board has 7 different types of mounting that you can choose from. You can put a leaf spring mount, split O-ring, magnets, silica gels, floating pogo pin, and top mount. This board has so many features which gives it so much value. The group buy for the Zoom 65 V3 will be on June 18th and the price will be starting at $179. Now that we have our package, we can finally bring it in my room so we can open it up. I set it down on my table. We can go ahead and open the package. Inside of the box is a set of keycaps from SWK Studios. And then we also have our switches and the keyboard itself. We'll first take a look at the keycaps, and I got the creamy charcoal set. They're made out of double shot PBT, and it's a tan gray color scheme and I can't wait to try them out. Next, we'll take a look at our switches. I got the SWK Catmints from QWERTY Pop, and they are a linear switch that's pre-lubed from the factory. The top and bottom housing of the switch are made of nylon, which gives it a very smooth feel. The switch has a long pulse stem and it's made out of Bach. The spring weight is about 50 grams and has a 1.8mm actuation point. Next is the Zoom 65, and when we open up the case, we're introduced with 4 modules. We have the badge, dots, telescope, and 1 key. The modules are add-ons that you can buy separately. We also have all of the different mounting styles. Now let's take a closer look at the carrying case. The case is made out of suede and it feels very premium. Now, let's open up the case. Inside are all of the accessories that we need to build the board. We have our PCB, foam, plates, cable, batteries, stabilizers, screws, feet, and the keyboard itself. We will start by preparing the board and PCB. Right now, I'm going to add some rubber feet to prevent any scratching. We can take the board apart by unlinking the magnets that connect the top and bottom cases together. At this point, we can take a closer look at how this system works. We can see that the ball snaps in the grooves and the magnet holds it together. We're going to need our screwdriver for this next part because we're going to be taking out the compartment that holds the batteries. Next, we'll take out the magnetic connector. We will attach the batteries here. Now we can place the batteries into the compartment. We'll put back the magnetic connector, and then we can screw the compartment that will hold it together. Next, we can prepare the stabilizers. Mellatrix told me not to say too much about these, so I'll just leave it at that. I will be lubing them with Krytox 205G0. We will be lubing the stem and also the housings for the stabilizer. Now that we finished lubing our stabilizers, we can put them on our PCB. They're similar to TX stabilizers where you have to snap it in the PCB. Then, you can use a plastic stopper to secure it in place. Next, we will be putting on our plate foam, and we will be using palm for our plate. Now we just double check our stabilizers to make sure that they're okay. The first mounting style we will showcase will be the leaf spring mount. Now we can put the last set of foam before putting everything back together. I will be using an LCD screen, so we have to plug in the cable into our PCB. The best part about having a catch ball system is that you can put together the keyboard instantly. I will be showing sound tests of all the different mounting styles that you can do on this keyboard using all of the foams. Then at the end, I will show you a sound test of how I will build the keyboard.